My name is Andreas Ojefors, and I'm a lead game designer at Machine Games.
Paris. Nazi country. That's...
Oh yeah, that's a good question. We're actually really happy with the game itself. We think it's a lot of fun to play. Personally, I think it's the best combat we've done, and that to a large degree comes from the great level design that our partnership with Arcane fused the game with. We have seen quite a lot of good feedback on the game, and maybe one of the conclusions we've drawn is that from now on we're going to do a better job at responding to feedback than we did maybe with Wolf 1, Wolf 2. So we've already released a number of patches for the game based on feedback we got from players, basically. And we have more stuff coming when it comes to patches, so we try to look at all the feedback we get and just respond to that. And when we think something needs to be tweaked or fixed, we try to do that. But I gotta say, we're really happy actually with the game. It's a different game from what we've done before, so it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and we knew that, of course. But for the people whose cup of tea this is, I think they really like the game. They love the game, and yeah, so we wouldn't change kind of how we went about it. We're happy with the game we did because we wanted to try new things, you know. Well, it's both, of course. I mean, in the end, making games is a business, and you have to be successful to be able to continue making games. But I don't know, for the dev team, the people making the game, it's been really cool to see our games on Switch, because it's such a different platform, and it's a mobile platform. So that's really sweet. And we for a long time we worked with a studio called Panic Button. They're experts on the Switch. And our previous Wolfenstein games on the Switch have been ports by Panic Button. But this time we did it differently. We worked alongside each other. So they were working on the Switch version of the game while we were working on like the console and PC version of the game. So it was a better cooperation this time because we worked on it alongside each other. Well, you know, so we're big fans of co-op, and that's why we did a co-op game. We wanted to try that. But the thing with couch co-op is that it's actually quite difficult to pull off. You know, just start by thinking that you need to render the world twice, because now you see the world through two players' eyes at the same time on the same console. That increases the performance hit a lot on the game. And we want, on PC and console, we want to hit 60 frames per second, and on Switch 30 frames per second, and that's important to us. You know, with the development time of a year and a half on the games, it's just not something we could pull off. So it was decided early on that we wouldn't do that. And it's not something you can just add. The whole game needs to be built around that. You know, art assets and levels themselves need to support that we can render this thing twice on the screen. You know, I can't talk about what we're hoping to do next at Machine Games, but it's important to know what Youngblood is, and to us it's kind of this side story and a side project. We always have this sort of rhythm at Machine Games where we make a big game, where we basically start from scratch and we spend 3 years building it. That's Wolfenstein 1 and 2 basically. And then in between those projects we have this side story we want to tell. After the New Order, we did Wolfenstein the Old Blood, and it's kind of outside the main arc, the main story arc of the story we tried to tell. So that game was set in the 40s instead of the 60s. You fight zombies and stuff, which is not something we would normally do in our Wolfenstein games. And this game, Youngblood, is also this side story where we jump into the 80s, the other direction of time, and we have co-op and a more open-ended kind of level structure. So these side stories are opportunities for us to try things we maybe wouldn't do normally in a Wolfenstein game. So it's our side stories aren't part of the big arc we're trying to tell with BJ Blazkowicz. So there's still stories to tell about BJ. There's a demo version of Youngblood, and I think personally, it's the most fun combat gameplay we've ever done. So just go ahead and try it out and play with someone. And if you like it, it's the deal of the century. The value of that game is really great, especially if you get the buddy pass. So just try it out if you want to. It's great.